starts to rise around its edges and stuff. And there's a submarine volcano just ready to blow that island right down in one sinking match. And I'm sitting there going, holy smokes, my God, oh my Lord. And I try to do as much as I can to warn the people and put all the links and the information and the facts along with it. And I'll even give them the biblical prophecy to back it. I mean, it is what it is. But the Earth's she's gonna fix herself. But you're gonna have these rich money bastards, okay, manipulating the populace and not allowing them to leave. I mean, they're stuck. They're putting them into a form of slavery, which I call communism, through a bank. Okay, because the poor are getting poorer. They're stripping away the middle class now. I mean, put a fork in it, it's done. And I sit there looking at this, holy smokes, and I'm praying for a recovery to common sense, where our leaders say, you know what, this is evil, and I'm stepping away from it, and and they broom these banks. That's about the only thing I could see that would be a hope, or just warn the people that are going to hear on YouTube, and get to somewhere it's safe.
So where do you consider safe?
Above the 40th parallel. Anywhere away from any volcanoes. Also, you have to worry about lightning. So, you got to worry about the brush. Also, the lakes overflowing because you're going to have major storms. So, these are just the three factors that you really want to look out for. And stay around clean birds. Wherever the clean birds are flocking, you're going to probably have clean water. Because clean water seems to be coming in short supply too nowadays.
Yeah, that almost seems on purpose. Some of the places they've poisoned.
It's amazing. I mean, I was just looking at that lady's report where it was like 7 million gallons of oil in all these different little accidents since 2006 all over the United States. And then you think about all the nuclear crud that they've been dumping in these things. I mean, wow. I got this one book that just details how, because I have one report of radioactive wasp from one of these facilities they shut down because they just buried the nuclear waste right on the property. They took those huge fuel rods and just threw them in. They just made their money and ran. It was one big con. They could care less. Like Russia, they sunk 57 tankers, ships, right in the ocean full of nuclear waste. They could care less. Money don't care. It's run by what I call the Satanic Bible of incorporation. That piece of paper that Congress gave life back in 1917, that whole entire Congress should be impeached right now. All their decisions overturned, and let's take it from there. Get back and, turn this thing around before it's too late and start saving some people. Because there's some bad zones here, and we need to move them off and start walking with some love and some compassion instead of this nonsense.
Yeah, I have to agree. Jim, you got any comment over there?
No, I totally agree with everything Scott's saying there about how they abuse, any law they can to get away with just dumping their waste right directly into the environment. I agree. They don't care. They're just looking to make a buck, most of them. As far as the big plan goes, yeah, I'm with you the whole way. You're right. That is their plan. It's all a depopulation agenda.
So, Scott, do you think there's any play with what's going on in the Gulf of Mexico now with the oil leak?
Well, it's like a video I posted today. Shell just sank an 8,000-foot rig, and they're all happy. Hey, look at, and man, that's the worst place in the world to stick an oil rig. Why do you think that part of the ocean is so low? It's ocean deformation. It's sunk that low because it's the softest area. And then they're going to start pumping oil out of it? Holy smokes. And then with the pressure of this new water that's being redistributed all over the globe through Post Glazier Rebound, because, it's like a person in bed, you're just going to move around till you get comfortable. And that's all the Earth's doing. She's just throwing that water around, try to get a little comfortable. So you get these mega storms, and they come on inland, and they start pouring out these mega storms, which I warned people about before they had them. Tennessee got hit, Oklahoma got hit. Arkansas has gotten hit. The whole East Coast has been hit already. I mean, where do you think this water's going? It goes right on down there into the Gulf. And now you got all this new weight sitting there. And NOAA just came out the other day and said, well, the hurricane season is supposed to be, almost like twice of what it's going to be. Yeah, so this water is just being redistributed all over the place. It's nightmare scenarios. Man, it's not good.
Yeah, it's looking pretty scary out there, especially with NASA coming out and saying that this solar cycle is probably going to devastate our electronics on the planet. Do you think the sun has anything to do with what's going on?
Well, here's the weird thing on it. Okay, with Post Glazier Rebound, because the skin of the Earth is pretty much it's like the skin of your body. It's like the biggest organ. So you take the water off the Earth, then it's just like the moon. It's all land. So when you got all this water slushing around everywhere, man, it starts to move this planet around. It starts to wobble, and it's messing up the magnetic field. Now, the magnetic field protects us from this solar radiation stuff. They got a big problem.
Yeah. So do you think it would actually collapse the magnetosphere? Or?
Well, I'll tell you what, I guess Mark 13 said the best, if it wasn't for God's return, and there would be no flesh left.
Yeah, that's very true.
And it also states there, behold, I have told you beforehand. Okay? So the Bible tells you everything you need to know. I'm a biblical dominant scientist. I look at the science. I go, hey, is there anything in the Bible? Oh, holy smokes.
Well, can you back up Post Glazier Rebound biblically for us?
Oh, yeah. It's a white horse going out conquering and to conquer. And boy, she's going out conquering. Big time. Whoa. We're talking earthquakes, tsunamis, volcanoes, and oh man.
Okay, well, what would come next then? What are we looking at in the next 12 months per se?
Well, you're gonna look at this thing has so many dynamics to it. You're talking about insect populations starting to like here in California, you got lizards and frogs picking up this fungus now. Because you're getting changes in weather patterns and stuff, and it's giving these kind of creatures fungus. So what happens is, man, they can't eat the bugs. So you get what I'm saying? This is setting off weird things. Napa Valley's getting 2 different types of insects a month in there that they didn't have before. So you're getting changing in patterns and stuff. It's like those polar bears swimming out 50 miles. They're just swimming to a place that they think is there, that was there, because they go by like the magnetic field. They fill it out. They don't go like we do. And you're seeing all kinds of weird stuff happening, man. It's going to be whack.
Well, I don't know if you're aware of this, but I live in the Arctic. I'm in Yellowknife, Northwest Territories. It's north of 60.
You're in the money.
Yeah. But what we're seeing up here is we're having grizzly bears mating with polar bears. We're having animals that were farther south moving farther north. We've got birds that were never here before showing up. You can tell there's something up with the magnetics of the earth changing because all the stuff's going crazy here.
Yeah, it's in your face.
Yeah, you can't deny it, especially when you live in a place like this. Like, I walk 20 minutes outside of town, and I'm in the middle of nowhere, literally. So I can go out and I can see the effects of whatever